Yeah. Oh man, it is another Sunday.
Yes, sir.
It's been a very man conversation Sunday for Jones and I on so many levels.
Yes, sir.
And we are still here to bring y'all some great hip hop content nonetheless.
You damn right.
So it's time for the #1 hip hop podcast in the world.
You already know, man.
And we call it Banging on Lunch Tables.
Yeah.
And I'm Cam from the Port.
It's your boy Mike Jones.
And we are still available at a variety of spaces that have streaming.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? We are at Audio Boom.
Yes, sir.
We're at Google Play.
Uh-huh.
Apple Podcast.
You did.
The iHeartMedia app.
You damn right.
Stitcher.
Of course.
And Spotify.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? and if I left it out, it don't mean that we ain't there. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just want to make sure y'all are clear on that. Today's going to be a unique episode because we're going to dig into our nostalgia bag a little bit. And we're going to get reflective as well because August is just proving to be a big month for just hip-hop, all time. You know what I'm saying? And Jones, I'll admit, it was something I didn't even know until we started doing this show. Like how big August was, whether it was birthdays or album releases, and we ain't gonna cover them all in one show. We can't do that, but we can tell you at least what a week in review as far as history is concerned has been for August this week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So man, why not just get to the damn show? All right.
Come on, man.
Banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
Happy birthday to hip hop, man.
Yeah, man.
August 11th, 1973.
Yeah.
Hip hop was born. You know? And we have Kool Herc to thank for that. So thank you to the good brother Kool Herc for creating something that would reach two Midwest kids that would fall in love with it forever, man.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Yeah.
Salute to DJ Kool Herc.
Yeah, man. And I think we've done this a couple of times, maybe even 3 times now, Jones. But what do you think about, or what is your mind state when you hear that hip hop is 47 years old?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm gonna go back to our conversation that we had about the verses with DMX and Snoop. It's that.
Yeah.
It's that. It looks just like that. Because people used to say all the time, I remember when I was a shorty, that was constant conversation for the old heads. Man, all that hippity hop stuff, man, all that rap stuff. Wait, what's that gonna look like when y'all 40 and 50 years old? It looks just like Snoop and DMX. And in varying degrees of success. You know what I'm saying? I know DMX has had his trials and tribulations. But who hasn't in any other genre of culture? You know what I'm saying? Right. There's always going to be people that go through some shit and come out of it, you know what I'm saying, better than what they were. Or like Snoop. Snoop is like the fun-ass uncle. You know what I'm saying? Smoking weed, calling your nephew, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to have a good time. And that is exactly what hip-hop looks like to me when you tell me that it's 40-plus years old, man. I'm so happy for the culture, man. I know, and like any other growing and changing thing, yes, there's some shit about it I don't like, or I'm not the biggest fan of, but that's anything, man. I don't like everything about everybody, fam. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as the hip hop, I ain't as thrilled with anymore or ever, but I like this shit, man. And one of the things I always say, I love that the culture, the way it brings people together. You know what I'm saying? I know people always talk about how vulgar it can be, how violent it can be, and destructive it can be, I guess. But at the same time, man, I've had conversations with people based off the fact that they heard me talking about rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Met cool-ass people just off the fact that I like rap and they like rap. Like, Cam. I ain't know Cam from a can of paint. We end up being friends on Facebook. That's my mans now. You know what I'm saying? That's my mans. Based around the love of hip-hop and the culture, man. So, the way that this brings people together, or I just like looking at hip hop in other cultures or other countries, like the way people in Japan get down with their hip hop. I might not understand a word they saying, but it's elements of that that I understand. Like just from looking at it, like, oh yeah, I understand the feeling that you share. Or people in France, French hip hop. I don't understand no French, but the way that they bop to the music and they way they head nod and all that, I get it. It's a feeling. It's a culture. The way that we dress, man. So I love it.
Yeah, hey, I well said, Jones. I shouldn't add no more to it, but I mean, some people might want to know what I think about hip hop turning 47, but I do totally agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, I look at hip hop from a perspective of just like you said, like some of my greatest friends or my most random friends or my most solid friends have come strictly through the guise of, hey, we are hip hop heads or we are of the culture. And and you know and it's something that you know, whether it's dialogue or slang, aka slang, or you know, style of dress, or even just an artist or a certain album. Like even if it starts in debate, you know what I'm saying, and the debate is respectful, you can just the connection of hip hop is just omnipresent in that space, like all the time. I also look at it just like you were saying about not liking everything in culture. Like for instance, like I love tacos, hate guacamole. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like avocados are terrible to me. You know what I mean? Like so can't have it. You know what I mean? Like sushi, I never eat, but hey, chicken fried rice. Benihana's got some of the best chicken fried rice in the world, but I'm not eating a damn sushi roll to save my life. You know what I mean? It's really that simple.
I gotta rethink my friendship, y'all. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. So and so you know, yeah, to like 100% of any culture is honestly so rare that we don't even acknowledge it for the rarity that it is. Like there's not too many people of any time period that can say they love 100% of any culture that exists today, Jones. And I like the fact that now we are finally in that space where, you know, hip hop being 47 years old, that means that we truly have bred one, if not two generations of people that hip hop is older than. So so there really truly is history to be learned and understood, you know, and I think that is a great thing as well. It's like now the civil rights movement, the Harlem Renaissance, and hip hop should like be in every single like textbook or just something that you should know if you are of you know of color, or I would say specifically black or brown, and you want to know about, you know, culture and movements as far as you know, American history is concerned, because it is a part of American history. It's undeniable now. You know what I'm saying? It is like hip hop. We've watched hip hop come. We were the kids that were told that it was a fad, and now we are now the adults that are watching it become a billion-dollar industry and breed billionaires, and now rappers. Now rapping at 30 is not taboo. Matter of fact, being the best rapper at 50 is still kind of a thing.
Right? Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we look at you know, your Snoop and X, like you said, but also Jay and Juicy J, you know what I mean? Like a lot of guys that are now 40 plus, and and now them rapping at whatever age they're rapping, it's a moot point at this point now. You know what I'm saying? Like you always have your elitists and people that think and feel a certain way, but what you definitely will always have is that the true, genuine lovers of the culture, they are always going to be down and be supportive no matter what age or what city you come from, and that's truly what hip-hop is about, creating nothing from something, from whatever your circumstance is, or something from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell y'all to make nothing because you got something.
Right, of course.
But yeah, man, all that to say, just happy birthday to hip-hop. I am very grateful to be a part of this culture. I don't know what I would be into if You know, if my mom never picked up like a Big Daddy Kane or a LL Cool J album, and she just kept buying Temptations albums, I don't know what I would be doing right now.
Right,
But,
that's a fact.
but you know what I'm saying. But the point of the matter is, she did it, and I believe I become a pretty dope human being because of it. All right.
Hey, that's right.
So happy birthday, hip hop! Thank you, Cool Herc. It's nothing but love from the podcast that we call Banging on Lunch Tables.
Yes, sir.
Banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
To keep the birthday love going, we got to give respect to Nipsey Hussle, man.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Nipsey Hussle, who I believe would have been 35 on Saturday. Yep. Which is also 815 Day. Shout out to the 815, you know what I'm saying? Freeport, Illinois, that's where I'm from.
Okay.
But you know, 815. Shout out to my man BJ, too, Brian James. His birthday was also the 15th. Obviously, Jones, we were a little bit ahead of the nation as far as our appreciation for Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
But I will say that it is cool that that even though he's not here to see it, people are still caring about Nipsey Hussle in 2020, Jones.
Yeah, definitely, man. I love the love that he gets shown because it shows where he was and where he was going with everything, man. It's like I've said this a couple times on the podcast, but I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Maybe I was too young for Tupac to really remember him being immortalized like that. I do, but I do, but I was young. It don't hit me the same.
Yeah.
Watching it happen to Nip is very interesting and loving, man. It's almost like watching Bob Marley become this iconic figure. You know what I'm saying? And I want us to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? Like, in celebration of his birthday, not only bump his music, but keep shopping at the Marathon store. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that momentum die. Keep buying the Marathon clothing, shirts and all that, Crenshaw shirts and all that. Don't buy that bootleg shit. Buy the real shit. Let's make that really something that pops, man. Support his homies that put out music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of them dudes, they got some dope music. You know what I'm saying? Keep that alive. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ways that we can keep Nip's name alive. Not only in just our daily movements, man, but like in supporting him and his foundations or his organizations monetarily.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think, you know, much like with Pac, you know, there is a chance to really educate yourself on who Nipsey Hussle is. Because, I mean, let's face it, everybody needs the education. You know, he didn't necessarily meet his death as the biggest rapper in the world. I still do, unfortunately, go back to that horrific day where people were trying to see why he was trending, and so many people who are of urban media or entertainment media or black media, whatever we are calling it in 2020, they were literally trying to do their Googles just to really truly understand why a very loud minority of us were hurt by the passing of Nipsey Hussle. So, I mean, obviously, we're never going to celebrate the death day on this show. We're going to celebrate life.
Yes.
And Jones is absolutely right, man. So, with that said, you know, Bullets Ain't Got No Names, volumes 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Slauson Boy 1 and 2. Crenshaw. Mailbox Money.
Yes.
And of course, Victory Lap. You know,
hey.
You know what I'm saying, and don't forget, the Marathon Continues, TMC. That was a project as well. Those are all the projects you should get your ears around if you're still trying to get yourself acclimated to who Nipsey Hussle was on Earth. But what I think will be very cool for a lot of you listeners is that you'll hear the evolution of street knowledge. And all of his music, like, hey, a lot of it is some wild, we're going to shoot the whole block up, and this is Slauson, we rolling 60s, it's all of that. But then there's moments where it's like, yo, don't let your homie send you off. Be your own individual. Get yourself into a better space. Get your family into a better space. Become a better man, and become a better person. You know what I'm saying? And acquire wealth. Like there's so many things to learn from the music. And it doesn't matter what age you are and what you like to listen to. If you really want to show your support, just to let people know, like let your own spirit be edified by Nipsey Hussle music and learn something from it and pull something from it and use it. I mean, I know I still listen and I still do. So yeah, man. I mean, unfortunately. Even though he definitely did as much as he could with the time he had, I wish we could have at least got 5 more. But you know what I'm saying. But there's nothing that we can do about that now. But definitely rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. You know, prayers and blessings to the estate and everybody involved. Jones is right. Continue purchasing from theMarathonClothing.com. Don't purchase from the nigga at the middle of the mall or the dude on Zoom or whatever. Or don't do none of that. Like go like
that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just had to do an exchange from my extra large to my 2X baseball jersey. I guess I'm a little bigger than I thought.
Oh man, you got one?
Yeah.
I thought about copying one.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I had to get one, man, and I thought the extra large was going because I thought they were going to fit like pretty big, but they're kind of true to size, maybe even a little slim fit. Okay. So I'm rocking the 2X, but I still, you know, it wouldn't hurt if I lost a few pounds as well, but it was tighter than I wanted it to be in the chest area, and I know I'm not.
Okay.
And I don't even have breasts like that, so I was like, all right, I need the 2X. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, man. Listen, just keep supporting if you truly believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them do to Nipsey what they did to Pac, man.
Facts.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Banging on one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. Before we move forward, I was gonna say, if you need a quick lesson or just want to sample Nipsey's music, like you ain't too sure beyond like Victory Lap, Kim has a dope ass playlist on Tidal, and I think it's still on Apple, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. The Nipsey 60, man. Yeah, I had to. I mean, the streaming services they gave me. I took what they did, but you know what? I grabbed a lot of my favorite Nipsey Hussle songs, man. I do honestly think, to Jones's point, so thank you very much for saying it. I really do believe that it is, a great introduction to Nipsey Hussle if you never really listened to him or you have listened to him before.
Yeah.
I do still go to that playlist every once in a while, whether I want to just get motivated or just keep myself in a certain mental space with things I'm going through. So yeah. And also because I have it in our notes and I totally didn't think about it as we were talking about it. Salute to Snoop Dogg. Last night I caught real quick his Nipsey Blue song. It's the name of the original song totally escapes me now, but he basically sung over the original track of I can't forget. Why do I want to say Denise Williams? I don't know. But listen, Nipsey Blue. It was a cool tribute. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, Snoop is above critique at this point for me. Especially on something like this, you know. So like, I didn't look at this like it was a dope song, it was a cold song, hard song. I none of that. I was just like, yo, you know what? That's a guy that really misses one of his young homies. You know what I'm saying? That definitely admired and looked up to him, and you know, a lot of people thought that Nipsey was the new Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Just from demeanor alone. I think I was even one of the people that was like, yo, you know what? For you young cats that might think Snoop is too old and y'all not feeling him no more, I was like, the dude kind of in that lane is fucking Nipsey Hussle. So, with that said, it was just cool that, you know, even though we're 2 years removed, that, you know, he's making sure that he's letting it be known that he hasn't forgot about Nipsey either, and he's just paying homage in a different way this year, and I think it's super dope.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
Jones, I know you're going to be happy about this one, man.
Oh, what you got?
Because August 14th, 2013.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But Jones is I'm just going to let Jones take over after I say everything I'm going to say right here, right? Big Sean was dropping the Hall of Fame album. All right.
Yeah.
So looking back 7 years later, okay, the non-deluxe version. So the Hall of Fame album that ends at Ashley,
Uh-huh.
decent at best. Right.
Okay.
I don't think it's garbage. I don't think it's trash. It would be one of those albums that I call good. But I also bought the deluxe version, and the deluxe version had Guap on there. It had Switch on there. It had I think it was the Moolah remix was on there. So
Yeah.
so listen, the Hall of Fame deluxe album is actually pretty dope. I can't help it if y'all just bought the joint that stopped at like track 12 or 13. I can't help that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what he put out. Don't do that.
And he put out the deluxe too. Jones, I have a hard copy version of the deluxe album.
All right, true.
So yeah, hey, look, yeah, I went to the store and bought the one with the metallic like cover and all of that. So,
Okay. All right.
but a song that did not make the album but did make hip hop history though was a song called Control.
Hey man, tell Flex to drop a bomb on this shit.
Yeah, because that's the bar that really sent us over the edge.
Nah, I know how to kick off the song though.
But that's actually not how we kicked off this verse, Jones. But we can talk about that.
No,
and
fam,
we can talk
do
about that.
Nah, fam, don't do that.
You know what? I'm gonna lob Jones this right here, right, and then I'm gonna get on Genius, and I'm gonna just prove him wrong. So, but what I want to say,
when he kick it off with miscellaneous minds and all that.
Yeah.
No, that ain't the verse.
Why is it Jones? It's not the hook. It's not the hook. Is it? Well, it's the bridge. Is that what it is?
It's the pre-verse.
Oh, so verse is still in it though, right?
I want to hear that.
Yeah, man. So listen, Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar, and Jay Electronica. If you forgot, he was on the song.
Right.
Drop Control. I'm going to let Jones. Oh no, I'm going to let Jones speak to this moment because I know it was a big moment in hip hop for him.
Oh man, I imagine you put that for him on that like that though. But nah, hey man, you can't front on this verse though, man. This verse really did like shake up hip hop back in 2013.
Yeah,
because it lets you know how far we had come in hip hop in a negative way, in my opinion, to where this was even a thing based off the fact that he said people's names. And people didn't know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? People took it as a diss. People got all butthurt about this shit. Mm-hmm. That's the part I didn't like. It still blows my mind to this day. Where people was like, oh man, well, okay, first, oh man, well, he was dissing niggas. Nah, he wasn't dissing niggas. He was just telling you in the spirit of hip-hop competition, yeah, y'all my homies. Yeah, y'all get busy, but I'm trying to kill all y'all. Mm-hmm. And that's the era I at least come from. To sound like the old man, the old head or whatever. That's where I come from. Anytime DMX, Biggie, The Lox, Jay, any of them got on a song together, they was trying to have the best verse on the fucking song. Mm-hmm. That's point blank, period. So that is where I felt that came from. Or at least that's what it sounded like to me when I first heard it. But it was like that night everybody was looking for these phantom studios to be open. I don't know if Fab ever found a studio. You know what I'm saying? Like,
actually, he did, but he was cautioned to relax.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nah, fuck that, man.
Yeah,
fuck that.
I wanted like he didn't say who, but Fab was like, yo, no, I was on the way to the studio, and then I got a call that said, hey, yo, this ain't that. Just chill, like, dog. No.
And see, okay, and this is the thing. This is the part I loved about it, right? I love that it brought all of these responses out of the woodwork for it and inspired cats. Mm-hmm. But I do hate the fact that the cats that were named specifically weren't, like, basically were too chicken shit to jump in the booth and, like, I don't want to say respond directly, like, yo, fuck Kendrick, but, like, go in. Like, this is a new era of bars, fam. We elevating the game. yeah, he said your name. That meant he respects you and all this other shit. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers who didn't get named, and I do understand them kind of feeling away. So what you trying to say? I'm not nice? Like,
yeah, hey, I mean that does I'm sure that does sting a little bit.
yeah,
What's interesting, Jones, is that you say that, but so I want you to educate me here, just in case I'm wrong. But didn't Big Crit respond with, I think it was Mount Olympus? Is that
he did.
Okay, so that is considered his response.
I guess because he mentions the control verse in the song, and it was kind of like, yeah, he wasn't dissing me on the shit, but I guess that was his attempt at like, look, fam, I get busy. You know what I'm saying? So you can call it a response, maybe. I ain't mad at that if you did.
Even though I know people won't count this, but Wale did respond on the joint with Sebastian Michael on last night.
See?
He did. I mean, look, he did, but it was like all he did was say like, "Ain't a rapper that's alive call Falarin out." You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like a passing glance, like
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's So, what's interesting about this Jones is apparently nobody was able to respond the right way, right? Because on one hand, it really was not a diss. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get into a story here about how I knew before the world even heard it that it wasn't a diss.
Okay.
But also though, we wanted the people that were named to respond. But then we get mad at Drake for responding, quote, too much. And listen, Jones.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you rock.
You know what I'm saying, Jones? I'm just saying, like we got a lot of things happening at the same time with this verse, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because like Wale's response don't count. Then you, on the other hand, is like, but yo. Which is one of the arguments I was proud to start. That was like, but is this verse really better than Big Sean's if you take the names out? Like, and then you have Crit responding with Mount Olympus, but nobody's even listening to that. Like, it's Jones.
I hate this guy.
Listen,
this is my man that I hate him.
Okay, but just, hey, and while you do that, I want you to answer this one question for me. When you heard Mount Olympus, was Big Crit the king of the South?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't mad at, not for real. Like, to be honest with you, I wasn't mad at that attempt of him doing that. It was like, all right, man, I respect that.
But
I just would wish more people would have jumped on and be like, yo, this motherfucker's dope. He's bringing it. Let's give him the crown. But look, that's a whole other conversation.
But you are in the belief that Big Crit was the king of the South when he said that. Then
I was trying to hand him the title. I was one of the people that was like, all right, bet.
Okay.
You can have it then. Let's see what you do with it.
Okay. And then it didn't work. Okay, all right, bet.
You're right, yeah.
Okay, so bet. And then with all of that going on, right, then we get mad at Drake for, quote, responding too much or not responding the way that we would like him to.
Drake responded like a hurt girl. just to keep it a buck. He responded like a hurt girl. Like, I'll never forget that Crown interview that he did with Elliott Wilson. It was like, it was so emotional. It was so like, how you gonna tell everybody you better than me? I just don't believe you. It was one of the things that made me, like, I guess took me down the path to really not liking Drake. Because it was so, men don't respond like that. Dudes don't do that. That's like a motherfucker telling you I'm better than you at basketball, and you mad that he said that he better than you. Prove it then. Get on the court and bust my ass. Pause.
But Jones though. Okay, now the reason why I like the analogy that you made here is because we both just watched the Last Dance doc, Jones.
Yeah.
What did Jordan do every time somebody was supposed to be or thought that they were better than him or on his level?
he let him know on the court that you're not better than me.
He got extremely upset. Let's not ignore that. He got extremely upset.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, watch this. Like, y'all think Clyde Drexler can fuck with me? Okay.
No.
Watch this. Yo, right. You really think Dan Marley deserves to be on this team with us? Watch this.
Right.
Those are the things that happen. Oh, yo, they didn't give me the MVP. They gave it to Karl Malone? Karl fucking Malone? Okay, right. Watch this. See, now, Drake competes in a different style of game. Is that fair to say?
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair to say.
So when Drake is offended that you're saying that you're trying to murder me on the track, and his initial response was, well, I've never been killed by him on any track, so why am I even mentioned? Like, that was really his first stance, Jones. It was like, okay. But you've never killed me, though, so you should rewrite the verse. like that's kind of where he came from. It's not even kind of where he came from. That's exactly where he came from.
Okay.
He was like, yo, but you've never killed me. So, like, you might have tried, but, like, fam, like, nah. So with that said, hey, yo, crumble that shit up that you're talking and get the fuck out of here. and then what started happening? Drake started putting out hit singles, and Kendrick was putting out really great verses. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. That's just what happened. Like, hold on, we're coming home came out, and then the BET Cypher verse came out. Like, that's just what happened, because Nothing Was the Same drops that September.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, Drake being upset and offended is because at that moment he's the number one rapper in the world, Jones.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So he's like, yo, hey, nigga, you better figure it out. like this, like to me, this is no different from Jay and Nas. Like, it's no different. It was like Jay was like, I just sold 5 million. It was like, why y'all think he better than me? Like, this is some bullshit. Now I gotta go do Takeover. Like,
but at the same time, like, okay, I feel what you're saying. But the softness of it, I guess, like, the way I see hip hop or saw hip hop at the time, like, nah, man, get in the booth then. You better, like, get in the booth. Not on some, I'm gonna make Hotline Bling, which is dope, or any other, like, popping single, which is a dope component of hip hop. I'm not gonna diss that.
Okay.
But we talking about bars, fam, and you up here crying in the interview. I get it though. I get it. But, like, the way he handled his pride being hurt, I was like, I wasn't a fan of. It still irks me to this day about it. Like, even if you don't think the verse is the dopest verse ever, I get that. Or you feel like, nah, fam, you ain't murdering me on shit.
Right.
Well, get out here and spill these bars, fam, and show me why ain't nobody fucking with you when it comes to this rap shit.
I dig it.
He just responded differently than I would have liked. That's all.
I mean, hey, listen, for what it's worth, Jones, I still say Tuscan Leather and The Language are responses to Kendrick Lamar specifically.
And those wouldn't be bad responses either.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do believe, like, I believe everything about, I'm tired of hearing about who you checking for now. Just give it time. But we'll see who's still around a decade from now. I think that's all, like, right at dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe The Language. I don't know why they've been lying, man. Your shit is not that inspiring. I think he punches at Kendrick that entire song. I think his entire verse on 100 with The Game is about Kendrick Lamar. Like, I think what it is that, again, it wasn't in the form of a song where Drake went so firmly into his rap bag and did something that was going to set hip hop on fire. But if you're paying attention to rapping careers, I think he over responded to Control, and you know what happened after that though? To Pimp a Butterfly. So we need to stop acting like Kendrick was so ready for all the smoke when To Pimp a Butterfly ain't got shit towards Drake on it.
I I mean, he said what he had to say already. Nah, see, I'm not. No, you're not gonna do this. You're not gonna do this. No. Hey, listen, everybody. You're not gonna do this to me. I almost fell for the trap. Look, I'm not gonna fall for the Kendrick trap. Nah. We've been doing this too long, player. I see it. I saw the angle. I saw it. I almost stepped dead into it. But no, like, to be honest with you, I think by that time Kendrick said what he was gonna say, and it was enough time in between all of that for, I guess, cooler heads to prevail. Because like, what's this dude, Marcellus from ESPN? He was saying how both of them had come on the show, and one of them had wilded out, and he refuses to say who, but it was basically like, hey, fuck dude, coming from one of them, and they had to make a call and be like, hey, you know what, chill, we not gonna air that, take that out type shit. And he was like, if both of them was on the show around the same time. So I don't know. I think we missed out on stemming from the Control verse, we missed out on the great Drake and Kendrick back and forth. But we got it years later with Drake and Meek Mill, and we see how that shit worked out. So
yeah, hey, listen, hey yo, I mean, everybody should learn though. I mean, with the exception like Pusha T, right?
Right.
But everybody should know that it's not gonna go the way you think when you're rapping against Drake though. Like it should be like at least thought of that way. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. We get a lot of these singles fucked up, like you know what I mean? It's almost like the same, like kind of like unexplainable anomaly that Prince was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, yo, how is this? You know, how is he coming through looking so asexual, but all the girls want him and not me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like this nigga got ruffles on his breastplate. You know what I'm saying, for his blouse.
Right.
But Carmen Electra gonna give him some pussy tonight. Like, yo, why does that doesn't make sense to me? Like, you know what I mean?
What the fuck am I doing wrong here?
Right, exactly. And come to find out, he all about just beating chicks to death with the meat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you thinking he a pushover, little ass dude. You know what I'm saying? Some little, like, you know, soft in nature. And you know, I mean, we hear the hotline blings and the hold on, we're going homes, and you know, and best I ever had, and you know, things of that nature. And we think that, oh, yo, you know what? But on track 8 though, you know, Drake is actually getting busy. Like, and you, like, he's really not the person you should want to just toy with. Like, you can just out rap him any day of the week. Like, it's not as easy as you think.
Hey, man. when we get into talking about Drake's new single, man, I'm gonna have to let a couple people know some things. That's all. I'm gonna just say that. Man.
Well, that's awesome. But you know what? I can't wait for that. So let me go into my story here, Jones. So as I do, if I've ever said this before, shout to B Swift, Hot 963 out there in Indianapolis, man. Swift is a really great guy and a really dope human being. And I got to give him praise and respect, because honestly, without him, I don't get to have this moment that is forever etched in my mind in hip-hop history, right?
Okay.
So, summer of 2013, I want to say it was literally like maybe a month before Hall of Fame comes out. TDE was performing at the not State Fair, but at the Indiana White River venue, and it was literally the entire crew. So J-Rock, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, they were the entire show lineup, and they were doing their show and doing sound check. Also, shout to M80, because I believe M80 is the one that gave us the lead that they would be in town as well. So again, I cannot tell the story without shouting out M80. I cannot tell the story without shouting out B Swift, because B Swift had a chance to interview Schoolboy Q and Kendrick Lamar. And so we were like, you know, okay, cool. Charging up my cameras, thinking that they were going to come to the studio, and they were like, no, y'all got to meet them at the White River venue, and we'll do like the interview on the bus. I was like, oh, okay, shit, that's what's up.
Right.
Cool, you know, CTD on the tour bus. Now, keep in mind, I'm only a fan of Schoolboy Q at this moment. So, like, when we get to meet Schoolboy Q, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is my nigga. Like, this is kind of dope. And obviously, but Kendrick is going to headline that night. We already know what time it is. Obviously, Good Kid, Mad City is out. People are in love with everything about the album. So it was interesting to see. I was just interested to see how someone who was achieving so much success, literally from the last time we seen him on stage, and I want to say it was literally maybe 12 months removed from the time where he was on the Club Paradise tour. Super irony in that. He was on the Club Paradise tour. It was not even a quarter filled with all of us. He is performing joints off of Section 80, but did not perform The Recipe, and that was already out, and we were playing it on the radio at that time.
Okay.
But to fast forward then to like that same summer, like I said, June or July, and we were on the tour bus. I know it was myself, Swift. I want to say DJ Duck was there. But I don't remember too often. But all I remember, Jones, it was like this beat that was just playing in the back. While we were while Schoolboy Q was being interviewed, and then it went off, and then we did the interview, and then we were waiting for Kendrick to come out, and then we just heard boom, boom, boom. I was like, yo, that beat is kind of hard. Like, yo, I wonder what that's gonna be on. And then like, so now I'll admit, listening back, I heard the you better rock to the sky, dive in the fire. I heard that whole part.
Okay.
And we were like, yo, I was like, yo, he getting busy on whatever that is. and Swift was like, yeah, he was like, yo, that was actually decent. Like, yo, like, I wonder what that's gonna be for. He was like, yo, I'm about to ask him about it. And then so literally Kendrick Lamar comes out, and I want to say off top, both Schoolboy Q, Kendrick Lamar, very cool people in real life. They were very just reserved, like real chill, no Hollywood shit, no superstar shit. They seem to be at their core really good people. Schoolboy Q thought I was 6'8", but he was very cool and all of that, and that they were very hospitable to us during that time there. And as I'm hearing that beat, and we heard them like cut it off or whatever. And then and Swift asked him, he was like, yo, man, so, you know, we out here, we in the tour bus for TDE, man. And he's like, we hear you working. So, man, like, yo, is the new album in the works already? And he was like, oh, no, that's just, a rap feature I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even in album mode right now, but, you know, I got to knock out my features for, you know, my people and whatever. I was like, oh, shit, okay. And then, but we didn't follow it up with who's the feature for. Because, you know, I mean, he's recording on the tour bus, and we know how hip-hop stories get, you know what I'm saying, thrown around there. That could have been for Big Sean, it could have been for Wale, or maybe that never comes out, or maybe it comes out years later. So we have no clue. But we do stay and we still keep hearing the end of the verse. And I was like, man, that is decent. I was like, that beat is hard. I kind of want that. Like what's going on back there? So lo and behold, time just moves on. We go to the TDE show. It was a dope show. Great performances by everybody. And then and Hall of Fame drops.
Okay.
And then and Hall of Fame drops with this song called Control. And even when the beat starts, I have no clue what I'm listening to. I'm like, okay, boom. I was like, oh, yo, hey, Big Sean killing this shit. I like this. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you know, the Kendrick, I guess pre-verse comes on. That's what Jones was calling it.
Yeah. The pre-verse.
You know what I'm saying? The 8 bars of time that just don't count now. Before he starts rapping, right?
Right.
And then so he gets through the verse, and then he's like, and that goes for Jermaine Cole, but Ice Cube, Reckie, Drake, you know, all of that. He does that, and then all of a sudden, I hear the part that he was like, "You better rock to the sky, dive for the rock," and I was like, okay. I was like, yo, it's like, why do I feel like I heard that before? Like, I'm trying to pin biting on him though at this time. I don't realize that I've heard this before.
Oh, you trying to call my man a biter?
Right, because I'm like, this is brand new music, Jones. I was like, I haven't heard unreleased Kendrick Lamar. I don't know nobody in TDE. Like,
Right, yeah.
like totally discounting what happened maybe a month to possibly 2 months ahead of time.
Okay.
And then Swift came in. He was like, "Yo, you hear that Control?" I was like, "Yeah, that shit is dope." And then we started listening to it. I was like, yo, man, he snapped. Like, and we doing our regular rap shit about it. And then all of a sudden, I play it back. And then it was just the ultimate light bulb, Jones. So I hop on Twitter because Swift had already left my office. And I was like, yo, ain't this the song Kendrick Lamar was playing on his tour bus during the interview? He don't even respond. He comes back to my office. He was like, you know what? he was like, fam, that was it. No, he was like, no, that shit was it. He recorded that shit in Indianapolis. He recorded that outside on his tour bus outside the White River venue. I said, nigga, oh my God. Yo, this is like, this verse is about to go down in hip hop history, and Kendrick Lamar recorded it in Indianapolis, Indiana, dog.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's like, and then once we come to that realization, the responses start coming, and then more people are talking about the verse, and we were like, dude, we were there. I took a picture with these niggas on the day this happened. Like, yo, this is nuts. Like, this is hilarious. Nuts. And so, like, so as we sit there, we were like, damn. And then of course, now we got 100 more questions just about the song. But we only hear the end. And of course, we don't hear Big Sean. We don't hear Jay Electronica. And we don't hear the piece with the names. We literally hear all the bars after the names. Like, we literally start hearing from, I got love for you niggas, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. And then they cut back to that. And then it was like, you better off trying to skydive. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And I kept thinking, I was like, I've heard this before. And then come to find out, man, when I wish I had the day. It's probably timestamped on my actual picture with Kendrick and Schoolboy Q. But what I will say is, in 2013, summer 2013, before whatever date that TDE show was at the Indiana White River venue, Kendrick Lamar recorded his Control verse on his tour bus in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Ain't that some shit?
Right. That is wild. And man, you know what? And you know what? Even though, our story may be going untold or maybe unappreciated, but the bottom line is, hey, I was there. Hashtag I was there when Kendrick Lamar recorded Control. And wow, you know what I'm saying? Wow. And you know what? It's I appreciate the moment. Even though I won't give him as having the best verse, he obviously has the most impactful. Yeah, Jones, we're not doing that. I'll give him the most impactful. You know what I'm saying? He has the most impactful verse. Matter of fact, Jones, if you really want me to keep it so real with you right now, I want to say that the Control verse might be the most impactful verse of the 2010s.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not the best. so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Shout to King Los. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
yeah.
Like, it's that simple in my world. But man, it's cool to just have that moment of hip hop history for me, and to share it with all of you. It does make me want to listen to the song right now that I've took a time to just reflect back on that moment. But yeah, man, hip hop is all around us. Never believe that whatever you're doing or contributing to the culture is leaving you void of a great moment in time, because man, you just don't know. I mean,
right.
Like that moment up there for me is literally with me watching, seeing Biggie perform and what would be the last summer that he would be alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I seen Big perform in Rockford at the Metro Center in June of 1996. He was dead by March of 1997.
Yep, you're right.
So man, there you have it, man. So Hip hop. Hey, that's why I love this culture. This is why we celebrate the birthday. This is why we do the show. Like,
Hell yeah.
like, yeah. Hey, man, hip hop wins forever, man.
That's right.
Salute to Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar, and even Jay Electronica, because his verse was not bad. It just wasn't as impactful. You know what I mean?
Right. And not as good.
I'll actually give you that one. I'll give you that one. You know what I'm saying? He definitely does come in third, but not because he has the best verse.
I bet.
You know? Banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
There was a plethora of new music out, Jones.
Hella new music.
You know what I'm saying? I will say the only project that I'd listened to was Young Dolph's Rich Slave.
Okay.
Because my guy Rob is a huge Young Dolph fan. So when he sent me it, I was like, okay, I gotta listen to it just to laugh with this fool, because I know he's gonna get a kick out of whatever is happening on this album. And Dolph is hilarious, man. Dolph is hilarious. He's still doing his rap. You know what I'm saying? He's still punching that Yo Gotti, and that's interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, man. And the bars he shot at him on this project is so disrespectful. Just on some like playful disrespectful, like, I don't respect you at all type of thing now. Like, it's funny, but I hope it doesn't escalate, is all I'll say.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But shit, like, he had already been shot once.
True.
Had his truck shot up 100 times, and he's been shot in a confrontation with Yo Gotti's crew. So this is actually interesting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it seems like nobody is going to budge. This is the game of chicken. It looks like we're gonna see a head-on collision, folks. But Rich Slave, I will say, it is a good project. It's a good project. Honestly, you can't listen to a Dolph album like you are waiting to be lyrically impressed, but I will say that what he's doing is highly entertaining, though. It's highly entertaining to me. So I do enjoy it. I do think it's a good project, and check him out, man. Rich Slave, Young Dolph.
That's one I gotta catch. I haven't had a chance to listen to that one yet, but I always enjoy some new Dolph when it hits the top.
No doubt, man. And along with that, I only heard a couple songs off of Dave East, Karma 3. You know.
Okay.
I haven't listened to it all yet. Ironically, Dolph is also on that project as well.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah. They got a joint. Matter of fact, they got a joint produced by DJ Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called "Fuck That Shit." You know what I mean? So,
okay.
So yeah, man, I like that Dave East is just still rapping, man. I mean, I hope somebody cares enough to, like, you know, I wish his female fan base would really support his rap career, man.
Right. Yeah.
But you know what? He's really not making. He's making the kind of rap music he wants to make, man. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to be upset about that.
No, not even.
You know, man. You know what? Oh, and another album I did not listen to was Tech Nine, More Fear.
Okay.
But I did see it was out along with a couple other joints. Yeah, it's so much music out, man. Listen to what you want to listen to, even though it's a pandemic. Still, you know, even if you are moving out and about like you normally will, it is still a pandemic. We are still supposed to be quarantined to some degree. And you should have a mask on with hand sanitizer. But
please. So,
you know what I'm saying? So you do have more than enough time to check out all the music. Because we shutting back down fourth quarter. I don't know if y'all know this, man, but
right.
But the government about the Michael Jordan us. So
yeah, facts.
so get ready and catch up all the summer albums that you might have missed.
Man, did you catch that Boldy James tape, the Versace tape?
No, not yet. There's another one. Yes, see, another project I did not catch.
Man, I did catch that. I like that joint. I'll say I like the Price of Tea in China a little bit more.
Okay.
But that's probably because it's him and Alchemist. So, like, Alchemist's production is, of course, what it is. Mm-hmm. But the Versace tape ain't bad either, man. He got some slick lines on there. I'm trying to think of one of the ones he said. Now it's escaping me, man. I'm not the lyrics guy, man. I'm getting up there. So, like, I got other shit in my head. But check out the Boldy James Versace tape, man. I really did enjoy that. And there was a few loose singles that dropped that I really like, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, real quick though, Jones, on that Boldy James, was that his first Griselda project?
Yeah, that's his first official Griselda tape.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that shit is fire. And like the new tracks that's out, man, we got the new Anderson .Paak and Rick Ross. I really, really like that, man. I like that joint. It's called Cut 'Em In.
Yeah. I actually heard that.
Yeah, what you think?
It was decent, man. You know what I'm saying? It's I mean, hey, lifestyle rap feel to it. You know what I'm saying? But I actually liked it.
Okay.
I'll say Rick Ross's rap performances with people that can actually rap have been good this year. Really good this year. You know?
I like that. And then let's see who else drops up, man. Smino got a joint backstage pass. I like that joint. It looked like he cooking up something on the low. Let's see. Your boy Nas, Ultra Black.
Yeah, man.
What you think?
Ultra Black with Hitboy. Okay. You know what? Actually, Jones, I want to sidebar on this song real quick. Okay. Banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
So Nas and Hitboy, Ultra Black, right?
Right.
So now there's an interesting thing that's happening, and I want people to lay off of Nas when I say this now.
Okay.
Because although this is just one song and this is one moment in time,
right?
What we are now should be understanding is producers give Nas, quote, Nas type of beats.
Yeah.
Nobody's giving him any of this astronomical, so much better super production that y'all feel he should be on.
Okay.
Like nobody's done it. Not even Kanye. Like that, and that is the. But then again, for people like me who never care,
right?
Because I like what Nas has to say. Mm-hmm. Like I am a lyric listener first, but if the beat is hard, then we'll fuck with it. But but a lot of rappers think they're a lot nicer than what they are because the beat is hard.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So when I heard this as the as like the first collaborative like song that they're going to release, I'll say. I don't know what it's. I mean, well, we know it's for an album, and the album is coming out, I believe, Friday, or next Friday, because today is only the. Wait, no, it's the 21st or the 28th. I don't remember.
I think it's the 21st.
Okay. Well, bet. I hope it is, because I'm here for that.
Yep.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, he didn't give him the shit that he give Big Sean.
Right.
He didn't give him the shit that he give Drake. Like, he gave a Nas type beat. Like, if you like, and you know what? And the song is the song. It's okay. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't. As I think back to the Lost tapes, it's not better than War Against Love. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I mean, but I like Nas. Nas is my favorite rapper ever. I will never not listen to a Nas song twice. This one was no different. I mean, I am not. I'm officially just excited because it's a new Nas project coming, and not because it's a Nas project produced by Hitboy. I'll say that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah. So I mean, but yeah, I want people to forever lay off of Nas because everybody is trying to make Nas type beats when they meet Nas. That's what they're doing. Like nobody's pushing his sound another way. Like Nas hasn't really rapped on something different from him since Lil Jon put him on Quick to Back Down. Like that's and we can argue about it any day you want. I listen to more Nas songs than you do. I know I do. So
now that is a song I wouldn't think I would have heard anybody mention in like 20 years.
Right, hey, exactly. Hey Jones, hey look, I'll be prepared. Like like just in case somebody was like, man, he do be rapping no different shit. I was like, when? Since Quick to Back Down. When?
yeah, I feel you on that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I just spotted you 17 years. I just spotted you 17, 18 years. Now you tell me in the last 18 years, what has he rapped on that's been so different?
That is a fact.
But yeah, man, hey, I still, of course, we're going to still listen to that Nas, so don't get it twisted. But yo, y'all lay off of that beat selection shit. I'm glad that narrative has died some. But also, like, let's just never bring it up again because people are conforming to Nas. Nas ain't conforming to nobody, and we can take that however we like it.
Right, like Nas is Nas.
Yeah.
like I feel you. You might not like all the beats he picked, but he still is that fucking dude. Put some respect on his goddamn name.
You dig what I'm saying? Banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
All right, back to the singles, Jones.
Yeah.
We got some. We got. I mean, hey, we got to talk about the boy and
yeah.
the sixth god and all this. You know, we got to bring it back up again. I can't wait because you had something that you wanted to even talk about on this. So let's get right to it. Drake and Lil Durk. Laugh now, cry later. Let's talk, Jones. What you got? What you got?
Hey, man, the boy does it again. He does it again.
Okay.
The boy does it again, and I hate to admit it.
So Jones is messing with 2 Drake songs in a row. Okay.
Hey, man, I fucks with this stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, Drake has been coming with it, man. And I fucks with this song heavy. This is the type of Drake, I guess you could say, I like. Okay. And I know some of y'all is looking at your phone or whatever, like, the fuck, man, this has been Drake the whole time. No, it is not. No, it is not. It has not been Drake the whole time. This Drake was missing on, what's the name of that fucking trash-ass album that he called a playlist?
More Life? You're wrong.
More Life, yeah.
Jones, you're wrong. You're wrong, Jones. You're wrong.
Boo to you. Boo to you. But nah, man, I really fucks with this joint. Like everything from the production to the horns and everything, and the little slick shape that like Drake is saying. Like, now this is the type of dissing that I don't mind from Drake because it's like, okay. I know he's. I'll tell you this: that Kanye Pusha T situation really hurt his feelings.
Oh yeah,
that really hurt his feelings. It grinds his gears. Yeah. Was a thorn in his side.
Yeah, he's completely rubbed the wrong way about everything good music.
Oh man, yeah, he don't fuck with them at all because just in the single he is dissing them. He's like, hey, can you please turn that shit off in the club because we do not listen to that.
Baby,
I like it, man. This song has been in rotation since I heard it. I even really dig the video. Like, I had a homie that was management at Nike Town downtown, and like his discount was crazy. And he would just tell me how dope the fucking employee store is in Oregon, Beaverton, Oregon, or whatever. Okay. And for Drake to essentially shoot a commercial for Nike with everybody in it, I thought the whole thing was dope, man. I like the whole thing, man. I even thought like Lil Durk really got off during the song with the brought Drake to the hood, surround Drake with Drakes. I like that. I'm gonna do what it takes. I fucks with that, man. Please do not play that boy in the club. We do not listen to rats. I second that. Like, don't play that shit in here, fam. Like, I like the whole joint, man. Like, on the real, Drake has done it again, with the exception of that little bullshit patois song that he threw out at the beginning of the year. I've really been fucking with everything Drake has put out this year, man. Like the Dark Lane demo tapes. I eventually grew to really like Tootsie Slide.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Only thing. Yeah, I do like Tootsie Slide. The only thing I don't like that Drake has put out is Grease. Grease, I think, is just, that's a throwaway joint. Yeah. I fucks with Popstar. I fuck with this, man. Like, the boy is firing all cylinders, and I'm looking forward to the new album, Certified Lover Boy. I even like that title.
What? All right, Jones, what's going on? What's going on in your life, man? What's going on in your personal life? You're liking too much Drake, even for me, for coming from you. And I like Drake. I am a Drake supporter at this point. But from where we started in December of 2017 to right now, Jones, what's up, man?
Hey, look, man. I tell you this. I enjoyed Drake when he first was coming out, man. Like, what was it? The Replacement Girl. The first song I ever heard from Drake was Replacement Girl with Trey Songz. Okay. I fuck with that back in the MySpace era. I really like that joint. So, was it So Far Gone? I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Everything up until really Views. Everything up until Views, I was like, I'm fucking with.
Really?
But then he was just on a string of, man, that ain't shit. This ain't shit. You kind of a soft guy. I don't really fuck with you, man. Like, he would just do shit that would get under my hip hop skin, I guess you could say. And like, I guess as I'm getting older, doing this show with you, seeing shit from different angles, like the title Certified Lover Boy, that's either gonna be really tongue in cheek and he gonna be barring niggas' life away on that, or he gonna really be in his lover boy singing bag on it. And I can't be mad at that because even on Scorpion, like the joint After Dark, I really fuck with that joint. So if it's more of those on Certified Lover Boy, or he really barring niggas' heads off on the joint, I can't be mad at that either way. So like, it's either stop talking about Drake or just get on board with whatever the fuck he does that I like.
Yo, hey, I told you After Dark was hard, Jones. I told you. Hey,
After Dark is cold. Yeah,
yo, hey, listen, but Jones, I know you're not here yet. I know you're not here yet, but one day, probably around the 5-year anniversary, you're gonna be like, you know what? I mean, you know what? The Scorpion wasn't as bad as I thought. And he left as soon as I said that, y'all. He left.
Man. Nah, I ain't going. I'm right here, man. What you talking about?
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, hey, Jones, around that 5-year anniversary, you're going to be like, man, you know what? That Scorpion was decent, man. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I promise.
Hey, man, I'll give you side A, but side B is ass. Side B is ass with the exception of, like, maybe 3 joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tried to pull off the hip-hop, great. Show that he was one of the hip-hop greats with a double album. It didn't fucking work. You know what I'm saying? But what I had, one of the things I was going to say about Just Laugh Now, Cry Later is when watching the video and just listening to the song, it was like, I can't help but admit, Drake is one of the greatest we've ever seen in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up and down, I'm not going to hold you. Everything he makes might not be my cup of tea, but the run he's been on and the shit he's done in hip-hop, you can't help but give the boy his props, man. Like, straight up and down, I would be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Not liking Drake and being a hater is 2 different things. I'm not a hater. I just don't like that shit sometimes. But, like, Drake is truly one of the best we've ever seen do this hip-hop thing, man. And, like, the video, the song, and just the overall run that he's been on is proof of that, man.
Yeah, no, you know what? Hey, man, look, Jones is giving Drake so much praise that I don't even have content at this point. So, man, shout out to Drake, man. You know, I will say I don't like many Lil Durk songs either, but I am now seeing why a lot of the OGs are starting to turn the corner and really hype up and just prop up and support and just show love to Durk, man, because this, like, his placement on this record was really dope.
Yeah, so, it really was.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, good. Salute to the growth and development for him. I know he had a situation earlier this year. I'm hoping that is all taken care of, and he can get back to doing his thing, which is staying out of trouble and staying in the booth. All right?
Yeah, please.
Banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
Jones, is there anything else, or are we going to get right into the final words right here?
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else out on the town, man? Nah, not that I can think of. Like, unless you want to talk about Plies dropping his remix to WAP. That's fucking filthy.
You know what? Even though I want, I want to listen to that and then talk about it. That's what I want to do. Because everybody is, I hate that guys are jumping out the window first for this, Jones. I really hate that. Like, you know what? That's going to be our topic. Okay. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion dropped my song of the year, like my favorite song of the year. Wow, Wet Ass Pussy. And there's been nothing but guys either feeling a way about the song, or guys making their version of the song. And I want all of you guys to shut the fuck up. What are you doing?
Please
stop. Dog, is this what we've come to? Y'all need to go ahead and remix Queen Latifah's UNITY, nigga. What are you doing? Don't do anything with this.
This ain't for you, man.
Right. Like, dog, like, Jones, we are, like, this is what's showing you and me that women are taking over hip hop.
Oh yeah, it's a fact.
Like, it's like now it's becoming a fact. Like, it's more than a woman's movement right now. Like, the hardest rappers, like, outside of like Lil Baby and Da Baby, are like women, like
women
like
on the real.
like the other rappers that I've actually enjoyed listening to just this week, outside of me listening to Stove God. Stove God Cook's album all this week, A Reasonable Drought, was Megan Thee Stallion,
okay,
Cardi B, Sweetie, Mulatto, and man, what's that one girl? It's another young lady who talking that shit. I forget what her name is, but I listened to like 4 or 5 songs in a row, and I was like, yo, these girls are rapping they ass off about they ass. Like it's funny because I mean I'm just able to separate it. Like,
yeah,
to me, they're no different from listening to 93 Snoop or Any Year Too Short or or 80s 2 Live Crew. Like, it's no different from me. It's no different from listening to the other songs from 3 6 Mafia. Like,
right, yeah.
So I mean I definitely do appreciate what these ladies are contributing, but like dudes trying to hop on remixes and get their own challenge on, that shit is whack, bro. Like, we don't even no. Like, just like that meme show the dude taking off his headset when it say female rapper says my pussy so, and then he turn it off. Like, yo, I'm not here to listen to Safari HAD. I'm not here.
No, that shit was ass, man. Like, now I know somebody else like, Mike Jones, what you doing? Listen to it. Look, I'm in the studio with a woman most of the days of the week, so she was geeked to hear it. Yeah. I am so cool on that shit. And even the Plies verse of it, even though, like, okay, I say it, his is better than Safari's, but I won't be listening to his often either. I will say this. The shit Plies is saying in that song is the way you would want to talk to a woman who is down for the freaky fuck shit that you was on.
Okay. There we go. So like, so he's actually rapping about wet ass pussy still.
Yeah, he's still rapping about wet ass pussy. He's not rapping about a dick.
Okay.
for 3 minutes.
All
Fuck
right.
that.
Okay, because that was my worry. It was like, yo, stop, man, stop that shit forever.
I will say this, right? If Cardi is the way you would want a woman to talk to you in those situations, Plies is the response to the way that freaky ass woman is talking to you.
Okay.
So they go together perfectly. They go together perfect.
Okay, bet. All right, cool. Because I was like, man, I hope the guy that invented Sweet Pussy Saturday is not doing something like tomfoolery-ish as trying to make a dick record. Like yo, man, chill out, bro. Because like that. Because unfortunately, that's what happened immediately. Like when the song comes out, it's like, dude, that, and then like dudes are just like mad at the song. First of all, man. Like if we can just have a real conversation, why are men who claim to be heterosexual and like women, why are they mad about women that are rapping about their vaginas, Jones?
I have no clue. Like, and like I said, man, these the same dudes that kept R. Kelly free and famous in the 90s and the 2000s, man. Like, I like pussy. I want a woman to be freaky, just like Cardi is on that song.
Man,
I'm not listening to that song around children. And if you have half a brain, you know that teenagers are going to look for the dirtiest, freakiest thing out just because they're curious and want to see what the fuck is going on. That shit is going to happen regardless if Cardi and Meg made that song or not, fam. And the internet exists and porn is free. So I don't know what the fuck y'all think y'all are protecting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the shit is out there, bro. Like, trust me.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's at this point where, man, I'm just assuming like everybody that's angry is either a virgin or they have no idea what good sex feels like.
Man, I think it's the latter, man. I think they have no idea what good pussy is like.
Yeah, man. It's just like, cause like, oh man, that's so disheartening because we gotta walk around amongst these people, Jones. Like, like we gotta walk around amongst these men that think like this. Now we might get lumped in to these cowards and these goofies that are mad because of because Cardi and Megan's song. It's like, dude. And the thing is, and the reason why I say mad, I won't say hating. I'll say mad. It's because, like, dude, if you took the time to listen and then comment negatively, you're mad. like I'm not gonna call you a hater because that's I think hater is when you get like personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it becomes she didn't even write that. I don't care. Like, dog,
Right, yeah.
she performed the record, and I like the way it sounds coming out of her mouth. All right?
Facts. That is a fact.
That is all that matters to me at this point. Like, it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. So, but like, yeah, man, but like, to say who it's for or what it is or it is not, like, you're just mad, dude, and you need to relax, man. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? You need to get your coat and your boots for some wet ass pussy, and it'll make you feel better about yourself. You
man, that's all it is, man. Because I look at these like Republicans or like these fake ass woke dudes that are like, nah, man, how could you want to hear that shit? I get it if it's not for you and it ain't something you bumping in your whip. But if you mad at your girl or any female that is of age that you would want to smash liking that song, you have no chance of getting a pussy anyway.
Right, exactly. It's like, yeah, they don't even think that you can handle it anyway, bro. Just call it a night. Pack it in,
right. Bro. That is not for you. Get you a nice girl with a long skirt somewhere and go settle down, fella, because it ain't for you. You couldn't handle it anyway.
Right. Let those ankles drive you out, my G. Have a good night.
Hell yeah.
Banging on lunch tables.
You damn right.
Final words before we get up out of here, Jones.
Man, everybody have a safe and blessed week, man. Listen to there's plenty of hip hop out here, man. There's a lot of singles going around. Few albums out in the town. The Dave East, the Bodie James, the Amine tape from last week. Go check out all that shit, man. Dive into you some good hip hop, bro.
No doubt. You know what? Along with that, I want to say that my favorite song of the week, like by itself, was "Bitch from the South" by Mulatto.
Yeah.
Like I heard the song a couple times on the radio, and I wasn't sure who it is, but I was because it was kept popping up in mixes. And I was like, yo, who is this? And then I just I did the only thing I knew to do, Jones, and that was go to Google, and I put I'm a real bitch from the South. and the song came up. I was like, oh, this is the girl that they was talking about in the chat. Oh, shit, let me listen. I had no idea she was rapping like that. She hard, though.
Yes, she is.
Yo, everything about her is super hard. Like, yo, I'm here for that. I'm here for what she's doing. And with that said, man, hey, yo, man, just listen. Give everybody a listen, man. Don't. You know what? No. You know what? No, I don't want to say that. I want to say this, fellas. Don't be so wrapped up in your own personal masculinity that you are not enjoying the music from women.
Yeah,
that's what I want to say, because we if you really want to spin this, and I know this is not the era where we can call people the other F word, and we try not to pause and no homo and everything like that, but there is something to be said if you are more comfortable about a man talking about his dick than you are a woman talking about her pussy, especially if you are a heterosexual male.
Yeah,
I'll say it just like that. What I'm saying? Like, if you're so comfortable, like, why are you more comfortable with a man talking about his dick? And we know from rap songs, guys are talking about how big it is, how well it works, and or either how it's getting sucked on, or he's inviting you to it. So if you're okay with that, but you're not okay with the way women are rapping, then there's something else going on with you personally. You need to deal with that on your own time. Just be true to whoever you are, and let that be that. But yeah, man, don't let your hyper masculinity prevent you from enjoying a lot of dope hip hop by women, man. Like, it's
yes, sir.
And I mean that even under the aspect of it's bigger than Cardi B and Meg. Like, don't let that stop you from listening to Rico Nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, don't let that stop you from listening to Rhapsody. Like, don't let that stop you from listening to Tiana Taylor. Like, anybody. Like, don't be so wrapped up in being a dude that you don't that you don't enjoy women beyond a sexual nature. Like, yo, like, that shit is super corny. That shit is super weird. Like, if we're just being 1,000% honest with ourselves, and it's also time out for that, man. I mean, Men have shaped hip hop culture in so many different ways, and sometimes it's honestly through the women that we love and adore. So don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real thing.
Yeah.
You know? Well, man, that's all we have for today. I think that was a really cool show. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
You know, I think we got a lot of great points and stories across.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in and checking us out every single week. The likes, the comments, and shares, even though I haven't seen any of those in weeks because I've been off social media. I know y'all doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know we appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And we're going to continue to keep bringing the content to you. But as always, you know, it is fans over critics.
Yes, sir.
And to support what you love instead of bashing what you hate.
Yeah, it is.
And we always want you to be safe, be humble, and live hip-hop.
You damn right.
It's the Banging on Lunch Tables podcast with Camp from the Port.
Mike Jones.
And we are out.
Yeah.